In 1867, U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward brokered a deal to purchase Alaska from Imperial Russia for $7.2 million, or about 2 cents an acre, which is $111.3 million in 2019 dollars. His political rivals lampooned the deal as Seward's folly, Seward's iceback, and Walrussia. In 1888, gold was discovered along Turnagain Arm, just south of modern-day Anchorage, leading to a new influx of prospectors and small towns such as Spenard, Hope, Rainbow, Bird, Indian, and Girdwood began to spring up.
Talking about she lives in Alaska because she rushed out from her backyard. You've been watching politics, haven't you, Noah? Oh my god, is something on fire? What is it? Oh, it looked like it was from the hotel. I was tripping. Oh wow, green one. It's right here. Oh my god, guys, calling our name. No, we're gonna go eat seafood. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it, silly guys.
Stop it. Stop it, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my window is all wet.
Yep.
Yes. We need to go in the car, Daddy.
Yeah, the choo-choo train.
My choo-choo train. We need to do in the car. Then we need to wipe it between the. We need. Hi, people.
Hi, people. What did the people say? Between the 1930s and the 1950s, the city experienced massive growth as air transportation and the military became increasingly important. Aviation operation in Anchorage commenced along the 5 bricks south of town, which is today's Delaney Park Street, which residents also use as a golf course. An increase in air traffic led to clearing of a site directly east of town site boundary starting in 1929. This became Merrill Field, which served as Anchorage primary airport during the 1930s and 1940s until Anchorage International Airport superseded it in 1951. Merrill Field still sees a significant amount of general aviation traffic. Elmendorf Air Force Base and the United States Army's Fort Richardson were constructed in the 1940s and served as the city's primary economic engine until the 1968 Prudhoe Bay discovery shifted the thrust of the economy toward the oil industry. The 2005 base realignment and closure process led to the combining of the two bases, along with Coolidge Air National Guard Base, to form Joint-based Elmendorf Richardson.
We're doing up. Oh, it's full. Door is full. One more time. Yes. Oh. Something.
What number? In 1968, ARCO discovered oil in Prudhoe Bay on the Alaska North Slope, and this resulting oil boom spurred further growth in Anchorage. In 1975, the city of Anchorage and the greater Anchorage area borough, which includes Eagle River, Girdwood, Glen Alps, and several other communities, merged into the geographically larger municipality of Anchorage. The city continued to grow in the 1980s, and capital projects and an aggressive beautification campaign took place. Anchorage is a unified municipal consolidated city borough in the United States of Alaska on the west coast of the United States, with a population of 291,247 in 2020. It is Alaska's most populous city and contains nearly 40% of the state's population. The Anchorage metropolitan area, which includes Anchorage and the neighboring Matanuska-Susitna borough, had a population of 396,317 in 2019, accounting for more than half the state's population. At 1,706 square miles of land area, the city is the fourth largest by area in the United States and larger than the smallest state, Rhode Island, which has 1,212 square miles. Anchorage is in south-central Alaska, at the terminus of the Cook Inlet, on a peninsula formed by the KENI Arm to the north and the Turnagain Arm to the south. In September 1975, the city of Anchorage merged with Greater Anchorage Area Borough, creating the municipality of Anchorage. The municipal city limits span 1,961.1 square miles, encompassing the urban core, a joint military base, several outlying communities, and almost all of Chugach State Park. Because of this, less than 10% of the municipality, or MUNI, is populated, with the highest concentration of people in the 100 square mile area that makes up the city proper, on a promontory of the headwater of that inlet commonly called Anchorage, the city of Anchorage or the Anchorage Bowl. Due to its location, almost equidistant from New York City, Tokyo, and Frankfurt, Germany, via the Polar Road, Anchorage lies within 9.5 hours by air of nearly 90% of the industrialized world. For this reason, Ted Stevens Anchorage International Airport is a common refueling stop for international cargo flights and home to a major FedEx hub, which the company calls a critical part of its global network of services. Anchorage has won the All-America City Award 4 times in 1956, 1965, 1984-85, and 2002 from the National Civic League. Kiflinger has named it the United States' most tax-friendly city. Construction of the Alaska Railroad continued until its completion in 1923. The city's economy in the 1920s and 1930s centered on the railroad. Colonel Otto F. Oheson, the Swedish-born general manager of the railroad for nearly 2 decades, became a symbol of residents' contempt due to the firm control he maintained over the railroad's affair, which by extension became control over economy and other aspects of life in Alaska. Several attempts have been made to move Alaska's state capital from Juneau to Anchorage or to a site closer to Anchorage. The motivation is straightforward. The rail belt between Anchorage and Fairbanks contains most of Alaska's population. Robert Atwood, owner of the Anchorage Times and a tireless booster for the city, championed the move. Alaskans rejected attempts to move the capital in 1960 and 1962. But in 1974, as Alaska's center of population moved away from Southeast Alaska into the rail belt, voters approved it. Communities such as Fairbanks and much of rural Alaska opposed moving the capital to Anchorage for fear of concentrating more power in the state's largest city. As a result, in 1976, voters approved a plan to build a new capital city near Willow, about 70 miles north of Anchorage. In the 1978 election, opponents to the move reacted by campaigning to defeat a nearly $1 billion bond issue to fund construction of the new Capitol building and related facilities which is $3 billion in 2019 dollars. Later, attempts to move the capital or the legislature to Wasilla, north of Anchorage, also failed. Anchorage has over twice as many state employees as Juneau and is to a considerable extent the center of Alaska state and federal government activity. As I pause here, I hope you enjoy our ride. Don't forget to watch my next episode and please hit the red subscribe button below for it means so much for me. Until next time, thank you so much.